At 8% annual returns, which is the stock market's average, your money doubles every 9 years. At 4%, the average high yield savings account rate, it takes 18 years. In this video, I am going to explain to you what the rule of 72 is, show you how powerful it can be using a few examples, and then walk through 5 important lessons we all can learn from it. So first, what exactly is the rule of 72? The rule of 72 is a simple rule that helps you estimate how long it will take for your money to double while it's earning compound returns. As many of you already know, compounding is one of the most important principles in investing because your returns begin generating returns on their own over time. The formula itself is incredibly simple. You take 72 and divide it by your annual rate of return or interest rate. The answer gives you an estimate of how long it will take for your money to double. Let's go through a few examples and also verify the results using the compound interest calculator from investor.gov, which is provided by the US Security and Exchange Commission. Let's say you invest $5,000 and earn a fixed annual return of 5%. It will take approximately 14 years for your money to double from $5,000 to $10,000. When I plug the same numbers into the investor.gov compound interest calculator, the estimate lined up pretty closely. The calculator also gives you a more detailed breakdown of how your investment grows year after year. Now, let's increase the return to 10%. Using the rule of 72 again, 72 divided by 10 gives you 7.2. When we verify it using the investor.gov calculator, again, the estimate is very close. Now, let's take it even further and use 15%. I understand that returns like that are less common today, but it's still useful to understand how compounding behaves at higher interest rates. 72 divided by 15 is 4.8. Again, the SEC compound calculator confirms that pretty well. Now, let's work with a larger investment amount. Suppose you invest $25,000 at an annual returns of 4%. 72 divided by 4 is 18. So, it will take approximately 18 years for your investment to grow to $50,000. If you increase the annual return rate to 8%, the doubling time falls to 9 years. And at 12%, it drops to 6 years. This is where the rule of 72 becomes very interesting because even relatively small increases in annual returns can dramatically change future outcomes. Someone earning 4% annual returns may only double their money very few times over several decades, while somebody earning 8% annual returns could potentially double their money 4 times over that same period of time. That difference becomes enormous over time. There are also similar concepts called the rule of 69 and the rule of 69.3, which are technically a little more precise in certain situations. But the rule of 72 is generally more preferred because it's much easier to calculate and gives you a very good approximation. The concept itself dates back centuries and is often associated with early financial mathematics and compound interest theory. Now, here are 5 lessons we can take away from this rule. Number 1, start investing early. Time is one of the most important components of compounding. The longer your money stays invested, the more powerful compounding becomes. At first, the growth might seem slow, but over time, it begins accelerating in a way that seems significantly surprising. The second lesson is inflation matters. You can actually use the rule of 72 to estimate how quickly inflation reduces purchasing power. For example, if inflation is around 6%, if you divide 72 by 6, you get 12, and that will tell us that prices could potentially double in the next 12 years. That means your money could lose half of its purchasing power over that period if it isn't growing fast enough to keep up. That is why simply leaving money sitting idle over a period of time can quietly erode the value of that wealth. The third lesson is higher returns accelerate growth dramatically. We saw earlier that moving from 4% to 8% annual returns reduced doubling time from 18 years to 9 years. A few extra percentage may not sound like much initially, but over decades, they can create a massive difference in outcomes. The fourth lesson is pay attention to taxes and account efficiency. Investment returns can be significantly impacted by taxes depending on the account you're using and where you live. Tax-efficient accounts can help you preserve more of your gains over time, which becomes increasingly important when compounding over long periods. And finally, the fifth lesson is the rule of 72 gives you a quick way to evaluate opportunities. If someone presents you with an investment opportunity or expected rate of return, you can instantly estimate how long it will take for your money to double without going through complicated calculations. It's a simple mental framework that helps you think more critically about long-term investing. Real-world investments fluctuate, and inflation will also affect your actual purchasing power over time. So this formula is best used as a quick approximation and not exact prediction. Still, it's one of the most useful concepts to keep in your financial toolkit because it helps you understand the real power of compounding in a very simple way. I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and subscribe to this channel for more videos on personal finance, investment, and career growth. Thank you and see you in the next one. Bye.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Numbers 6:24-26.